Dear child, the angels have an important message for you today. Prepare yourself, because something long hidden is about to be revealed. At first, it may shake you, but soon it will bring freedom and strength in ways you never thought possible. That uneasy feeling you've carried, the sense that something was happening behind the scenes, was never paranoia. Heaven has been shifting things, waiting for the right time to let the truth rise to the surface. Now the moment has come. There is a name that has been echoing in your silence, a face you've seen in dreams but couldn't fully place. That person has been circling your life for a divine reason, and the time has arrived for your paths to meet again. This moment carries with it a storm of truths that were buried long ago. Don't be afraid. What looks like an ending is really the beginning of your true story. Everything before was only the cover. Now heaven itself is opening the pages, and the words inside are being spoken over your life. There are letters, documents, and voices that you were once denied, and they're coming forward. You'll hear whispers of conversations that were kept from you, decisions made without you, plans built around you, but none of them will remain hidden. People who once silenced you claimed it was for your protection, but in truth, they were protecting themselves from your light, your strength, and your destiny. Some even pretended to help you while quietly steering you away from your true path. But Archangel Michael has drawn his sword and is standing guard, cutting through manipulation and deceit. Someone you once trusted will be exposed, not by choice, but because heaven has commanded it. The signs are already showing. People avoiding your eyes are trying to cover their guilt with false smiles. Your inheritance, your truth, and your rightful place were all tangled in layers of secrecy. Those layers are peeling back now, one by one, like old wallpaper revealing the original design. Something about your childhood was sealed away. A decision was made when you were too young to speak, recorded in silence and locked behind closed doors. But a letter from the past has surfaced, written by someone who loved you deeply, someone no longer alive, but who never stopped watching over you. You always felt a presence during your darkest moments. That was them, and their words are finally reaching you. One of the most startling truths involves a photograph you've never seen. In it, you stand beside someone who was forbidden to claim you. The truth is not only about what happened, but also about what was meant to happen. Long ago, someone made a silent vow that bent your destiny. That vow has now expired, and everything that was held back is rushing toward you, not to drown you, but to wash you clean. The revelation will be powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes and fire to your voice. You will discover that someone never stopped fighting for you behind the scenes, and when their name comes up, your soul will know it instantly. They carried pain to keep you safe. The courtroom of heaven is open. The records are being read. Those who tried to erase you will no longer have the power to shape your suffering. An old letter or email that someone tried to erase still exists. It holds a confession, and when you see it, everything that didn't make sense will finally fall into place. The one who tried to ruin your name is now under judgment. Their lies are crumbling, and their peace is gone. You are surrounded by a spiritual army that moves quietly but powerfully. They are shifting events, guiding people toward you, and uncovering truths right on time. In your home, there is an item that carries energy from the past. It has absorbed what was done in secret. Pay attention when you're near it. It may lead you to something hidden close by. Trust your instincts. You are being prepared for a confrontation, not the kind that wounds, but the kind that brings freedom. You won't need to shout. The truth will speak louder than any accusation. Someone who once swore they'd never speak to you again is practicing their apology. They don't fear you. They fear the shame of their own confession. Your ancestors were wronged, betrayed, and silenced in ways that echo your own story. You were born to end that cycle. That's why the burden has been so heavy. This truth is not only yours, it is your family's release. When you speak it, their chains will fall too. A relative who passed away will rest fully only when your voice breaks the curse that haunted your bloodline. Money that was withheld from you is being released in surprising ways through a refund, inheritance, correction, or what looks like a mistake. But in heaven's eyes, it is justice. Every tear you cried has been counted and woven into a rope strong enough to pull you out of lies. Now you are being lifted into the light. The unease you felt around someone was real. They used your name and your story for themselves. They have already been caught spiritually and soon will be caught legally. Records are being preserved. Calls are being documented. Heaven has already signed your vindication. It just hasn't reached your hands yet. And hidden within this storm is love. Someone who couldn't speak their heart before is returning. Not with empty words, but with the truth you always deserved. They never left you. There are photos, voices, and memories that were kept from you. And soon they will be revealed. Seeing them will make you stronger. You are now guarded like a holy temple, and no one can enter your life unless heaven allows it. That is why some people have suddenly fallen silent. They've been spiritually blocked. Your finances, too, are part of this clearing. A hidden amount or blessing that was tampered with is being released. The person who interfered is losing control. Someone is trying to act as if nothing ever happened. But heaven will make their guilt so loud that they will either confess or vanish. Either way, you will rise, and the love you felt deep inside, the silent pull, the voice that called you in the night, was never gone. It was waiting underground until the truth had space to breathe. Now it is safe to return. You may soon receive an envelope, a pendant, or a note with handwriting that stuns you. You'll pause. You may cry. But in that moment, you'll know the truth never abandoned you. You were never here by chance. Everything hidden in darkness is rising to prove that you were always the light. And it's not just people returning. Peace, clarity, and purpose are returning too. They will arrive as the lies fall away. Someone who once spoke against you will now be used to speak for you, not by choice, but because heaven will direct their words. A message is coming, written or carried quietly, and it contains a confession that should have reached you long ago. Before it arrives, you may feel a strange heaviness. Don't fear it. That's heaven pulling the last shadows out of your story. Someone who left you hanging is now facing their own consequences. They thought you would chase after them. Instead, you healed, and that broke the last hold they had over you. News involving courts, decisions, or legal matters will soon turn in your favor. Paperwork cannot stand taller than truth. You are being led back to something you once gave up on. An opportunity, a dream, a plan that seemed lost. It never died. It was simply waiting for the lies to fall away. Now it is calling your name again. Step forward without fear, because heaven is making the way clear. The shadows are lifting. The lies are breaking. The truth is rising. And you are stepping into the story you were always meant to live. The timing unfolding in your life is not ordinary. It is divine. Every delay, every silence, every door that once seemed sealed against you was not meant to break you, but to prepare you. Now those very doors are unlocking, and your name is written above them in gold. What once felt out of reach is now being placed within your hands, and what was hidden is coming into the light. Nothing and no one can stop this, because heaven itself has declared that this is your time. The locks are falling away, and what was denied is now being restored. Type Amen to receive blessing. The truth does not always arrive in gentle whispers. Sometimes it comes like fire, shaking everything you thought you knew, burning through illusions, and shocking your spirit awake. And yet, when it lands, it brings with it the kind of peace that silences storms. You are not a victim in this story. You are the turning point. You are the one whose silence became thunder and whose tears became lightning. Those who pretended ignorance will act surprised when the truth is revealed, but they always knew. They simply hoped you never would. But now that you do, their control has vanished. You do not need to argue. You do not need to explain yourself. Truth itself will speak on your behalf, and heaven will echo every word of it. Your voice is changing even now. It will no longer carry the weight of pain or the shadows of suppression. It will carry a divine vibration that clears heavy air and shifts hearts. Where once people mocked or dismissed you, now they will come seeking your help. Some will approach with humility, and you will know by the Spirit which ones are genuine. An opportunity is being prepared for you, connected to this awakening truth. It may come from another city or even another country, but when it arrives, everything in you will recognize it as alignment. In that moment, you will feel the storm has truly ended. You will breathe freely. You will feel whole again. And you will realize the truth never destroyed you. It rebuilt you. Type Amen to receive blessing. Soon you will enter a sacred moment where everything slows. Your heart will quiet. Your mind will still. The noise around you will fade. In that exact second, your soul will recognize the truth as it takes form in the physical world. It may feel overwhelming, but it is holy and it is yours. Someone who once made the wrong choice at a crossroads is retracing their steps toward you. They are not coming out of convenience, nor out of shallow need, but because guilt has ripened into responsibility. They are ready to release the part of your story they were holding back, and with them comes a message, a letter written long ago, but never sent, sealed in hesitation, left in silence. The energy around that message is shifting now, and it is on its way to you. Archangel Michael whispers, "Even heaven had to wait for the perfect time to show you everything. That time is now. No one, not even those who tried the hardest, can delay what belongs to you anymore." You may feel an emotional release stirring. Let it flow. The tears, the trembling, the memories rising to the surface. They are part of your spiritual detox. What once paralyzed you with pain will now ignite your strength. You will step into places that once felt heavy and walk with a presence that feels unshakable. This is not you becoming someone new. It is you returning to who you always were before lies and fear tried to cover you. There were those who believed silence would break you, who thought you would collapse under its weight. Instead, you are emerging with eyes like fire and a presence that cannot be denied. Soon you will be invited to speak, to share your truth openly. Do not hold back. The words you release will not just be yours. They will be heaven's words placed inside you. Words that will shake walls and tear down false structures from your past. An item will reappear. It may come from a drawer, a forgotten box, or another person's hands. But when it comes before you, it will open a floodgate of truth. Those who tried to make you doubt yourself did so only to hold control over you. But doubt no longer lives inside you. Clarity is shining through your spirit, brighter than it ever has. They buried truths not because they were meaningless, but because they feared your power. They knew that once you saw who you really were, you would never bow to manipulation again. Now, strength rises from within you, and it carries the voices of those who came before. Generations who were silenced, who endured without being heard, are now alive in your voice. Their truth flows in your blood, and their courage echoes in your breath. And in the middle of all this, love has been waiting. Not just romantic love, but a deep soul connection that heaven has guarded for this very moment. Someone has been watching you quietly, hoping you would uncover what they never dared to say. They feared that truth would cost them you. But now they see that only truth can rebuild what silence destroyed. A night is coming soon when sleep will not come easily, not because of worry, but because revelation will keep you awake. Your thoughts will turn like pages, memories will align like puzzle pieces, and suddenly, in a whisper or in a name spoken aloud, the energy will shift. You will speak their name, or they will speak yours, and the recognition will strike like lightning, a soul memory, a spark that no deception could extinguish. Every pain you endured was never punishment. It was preparation. Every silence was not abandonment. It was alignment. You were being stretched to carry a destiny this wide, shaped to hold a truth this weighty. And now, instead of crushing you, it crowns you. Soon there will be news tied to your family, your name, your home, or a forgotten legacy. It may arrive softly, like a whisper, but its impact will shake every corner of your life. A spiritual key has been given into your hands, and it does more than unlock doors. It opens hidden timelines, unseals blessings, and surrounds you with protection. Type Amen to receive blessing. Those who once held power over you will be stunned to see you standing in the power of your own. They believed you had been buried, lost under confusion and silence, but you were never buried. You were planted. Now you are rising, not only in strength, but in divine understanding. Your eyes are sharper. Your discernment burns like sunlight cutting through fog. You are receiving the authority to speak truths others could not. Your story is becoming the doorway for someone else's freedom. That is why your pain was so specific, so precise, because it was carving the path for purpose. There is a moment of decision ahead. It could be a room, a conversation, a message, but it will mark the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Do not go in with fear. Go with courage. You are not entering alone. Angels, ancestors, and divine protectors are already surrounding you. Someone you once admired quietly from afar is about to acknowledge you openly. It may surprise you, but it is part of your elevation. Your light reached them even when your words did not. And now they are responding to what heaven already confirmed. You carry an assignment too powerful to be ignored.